Hey, welcome to the channel. Today I have an exclusive video for you. This is the brand new Tesla Model Y, and I'm going to show you all around this car in this first look video. So the big two changes to this new Model Y are the front and rear of the car. On the front here, you can see we have this brand new light bar that goes all the way through the front of the car, much like the Cybertruck and the new Cyber Taxi. So let's take a look at that.
It's crazy to think the original Model Y only started delivering to customers 5 years ago. And now fast forward to today, it's the best-selling EV model in the UK. This new Model Y features the futuristic light bar up front, which does look great in person. The whole front of the car looks much more modern and aggressive. From some of the original photos, you may know I was unsure if I'd like it. Well, in person, I can say it definitely looks really great. The new front end sits lower down, and something else that's new is this new camera tucked in right here. So this should really help with that vision parking. The side of the car, in all honesty, looks incredibly similar to the outgoing Model Y. I think even a Tesla fan at a quick glance may not be able to tell the difference unless they're looking at the headlights.
Okay, so let's take a look at the rear of the car. This also has had a big change. We have this new light system, a little bit like the new Model 3, but it stretches all the way across with this brand new red light bar. And I've got to say, this looks much better in person than it did on some of the photos. So the light doesn't actually come out of a bar like on many cars. It's sort of hidden under here, and the light reflects down onto this Tesla bar. So it's an indirect light source, which is probably quite good on the road so you don't glare at cars that are behind you. The number plate goes much lower down, so that's changed the look. And you can see that the boot is actually a lot more squarer than the previous version Model Y. Now on the inside, we've got a very similar amount of storage space. This is the cargo shelf someone's taken off. We've got a similar amount of storage space as we have in the previous Model Y, with the extra space here at the bottom. But one feature I really like is that they've added these buttons here to mechanically lower the rear seats like this. That means if you're trying to get things in and out of the car, you can do so in a breeze. There's also buttons on the side of the rear passenger seats, so you can access that function from the back as a passenger. And then if you want to lift the seats up, no longer do you have to climb into the back of the car to do that. You can simply tap these buttons again, and the seats are going to magically lift back up. A small feature, but one that I think is going to be super handy for a lot of drivers out there.
Hey, so before I show you the interior of the new Tesla Model Y, I just want to give a big thank you and a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that's 3W Car Mats. If you own a Tesla Model 3, Model Y, Model S or Model X, or even another car, check out 3W Car Mats. They have honestly the best range of car mats that I've ever used, and I'm actually a customer. So I'm not reading this from some script they've sent me. I'm a current customer of 3W, and I'm so impressed with their car mats. I've used them for over 2 years, and the car mats look like new. They basically have car mats that are perfectly molded to your car, in my case, the Tesla Model 3, and they even come with an attachable carpet section as well. So if you're looking for some brand new car mats, make sure to go over to 3W right now and check out the link in the description below and grab your car mats today.
So as you can see, this is the left-hand drive version of the Model Y, made in Giga Berlin, and that's where all of the UK models are also going to be made. Now, the inside has had quite a big change, very similar to the Tesla Model 3. So let's look at some of the interior features of the new Model Y.
The interior is new but very familiar. There's not a single area which hasn't been touched and updated, but all in a good way. We've got new aluminium textiles, the wood dash is completely gone, and the interior light strip from the Model 3 has made its way across. You can really feel that the materials have all been taken to the next level. In fact, Tesla told me that the road noise has been reduced by 22%, impact noise by 20%, and wind noise also by 20%. Even the glass has been upgraded to reflect 26% more solar energy to reduce cabin temperature. In terms of pricing at launch in the UK, there's only going to be this launch model in black and silver, and only a black interior option. 0 to 60 is 4.1 seconds with a 353-mile range, with only the long range being available today, priced at £60,990.
Now, one thing I really like and can confirm, they have put back the indicator stalk here on the car. Now, it's a little different to a regular indicator that you might be used to that has a kind of double down press function, if you know what I mean. This one is a very firm up and down button, so it acts much more like a button, I would say. It's like they've taken the buttons from the steering wheel and have added it to a stalk. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but when you come in, you'll feel it's really nicely engineered. It's a nice firm touch, but it just has that singular kind of up and down motion. And of course, it will automatically turn the indicators off when you change lanes, like you can in any current Model 3 or Model Y.
Okay, something I've noticed online. I'm sure I've seen a video of a powered frunk. I'm sure it's in one of the Tesla promotional videos, but I can confirm, at least in this model that I was using, that doesn't seem to be the case. You press the open frunk button and it just unlocks as normal. You have to get outside the car and open it and close it as you would in the current Tesla Model Y, which is very strange. Maybe it's only in certain regions, but it definitely wasn't in the car I was using today.
The rear, of course, has also had a few changes as well. Overall, it feels quite similar to the previous Model Y, but we now have this 8-inch touchscreen here in the back. And what's good about this touchscreen, not only can your rear passengers control things like the climate, they can play games, they can watch movies, but they can also connect Bluetooth headphones to this device, which means you could listen to your own music in the front of the car. Your kids or your passengers could be watching a movie or playing games with their own wireless headphones, and you can each have your own zones in the car as you're traveling. So that's going to be perfect for those long journeys with kids. So from the screen, you can control the tilt of your seat. So if you go to the seats here, you can tap this and I can recline the seat a little bit, just like you could with the old Model Y, but now it's done from a button here on the screen. Now, one thing for sure, you can definitely tell it's much, much quieter inside. Even though I can't drive it today, this is just a first look video. With all of the doors closed and the windows up, you can just hear that it's so much quieter than the previous Model Y. There's a Model Y next to me here. I've been inside there, shut the doors, and been in this one. It feels so much quieter, just much like the Model 3 that I reviewed a while back. You can really feel the fit and finish is different. It's a different level compared to before, and I think it's going to offer a much quieter drive. Now, as I said, I can't test out the suspension or anything like that, so I don't know if it's a smoother, quieter drive, but certainly when the car's still, it's lovely in here now. The door sounds are much nicer. Everything feels tighter and much more put together than the previous Model Y. And that was still a great car, but this is just that little notch above that one. So that's a quick look at the brand new Tesla Model Y that's coming out today. So leave me any comments or questions below and make sure to subscribe, because I'm sure I'll be taking this on the road very, very soon. If you're thinking of getting one, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.